Chosen one, you are no longer a slave to money. The illusion is breaking. The chains that have bound humanity for generations are dissolving, and those who are truly awake can feel it. The grip of financial fear, of endless struggle, of believing that survival depends on numbers in a system designed to control. This is coming to an end for those who choose to see beyond the illusion. The universe does not operate by human-made currency. Wealth, as you have been taught to understand it, is a construct, one that has been used to keep you trapped in a cycle of need, scarcity, and dependency. But you were never meant to live in servitude to a system that dictates your worth based on digits on a screen. You were never meant to trade your life energy for survival. You were meant to create, to manifest, to flow with the true abundance of the universe. And now, that power is returning to you. The moment you break free from the illusion that money controls your reality, everything shifts. You no longer chase wealth, you attract it. You no longer fear lack, you transcend it. The energy of abundance is not locked behind bank accounts, jobs, or economic systems. It is a frequency, a vibration, a force that flows through those who understand their power. Comment below with your warmest wishes and 77 to claim this energy. As you write, let your intentions be clear. Let your heart radiate the truth of what you desire. The universe is always listening. Every wish, every affirmation, every thought of abundance is another wave of energy shaping your reality. You are a creator. You are no longer a slave to money. The system was never designed to make you rich. It was designed to keep you in a loop of dependence. Work, earn, spend, repeat. The cycle is endless for those who do not see beyond it. But you are awakening. You are beginning to understand that wealth is not about the physical. It is about alignment, about tapping into a frequency that transcends limitation. True abundance comes when you detach from the belief that money is the source of security. The universe operates on flow, on energy, on the movement of intention. When you release the fear of financial lack, you make space for infinite possibilities. The more you hold on to the belief that money is scarce, that it is hard to obtain, that you must suffer for it, the more you reinforce that reality. But when you shift, when you truly embody the understanding that wealth is not something external, but something internal, everything changes. Look around. The wealthiest people in the world are not necessarily the hardest workers. They are not bound by the same financial fears that control the masses. Why? Because they operate from a different mindset. They understand that money is not chased. It is called. It is drawn to those who align with its frequency. And now you are stepping into that same power. But this shift requires trust. It requires letting go of old conditioning, of the beliefs that have been ingrained in you since birth. You were taught that money equals survival, that without it, you are nothing. That is the greatest lie ever told. The truth is that you are infinite. The truth is that abundance is your birthright. The truth is that once you detach from the fear, the scarcity, the need, you will begin to experience wealth in ways you never imagined. This is not about ignoring money. This is not about rejecting wealth. This is about mastering it, about seeing it for what it truly is: energy, flow, a tool, nothing more. When you stop being a servant to money and instead learn to command its presence in your life, you step into true power. The chosen ones are rising. The ones who no longer bow to financial fear, who no longer see themselves as victims of an economic system designed to keep them small. These are the ones who will lead the new era of abundance. and you are one of them. You were never meant to be enslaved by numbers, by systems, by artificial scarcity. You were meant to move with the flow of the universe, to create wealth effortlessly, to embody prosperity without fear. The energy is shifting now, and those who are ready will step into a reality where money is no longer a limitation, but a tool to be used as they see fit. Are you ready to claim this truth? Are you ready to rise above the illusion? The chains have already been broken. The only thing left is for you to walk away from them. This is your moment. This is your awakening. You are no longer a slave to money. The old paradigm is crumbling. The illusion of money as an all-powerful force is weakening, and those who are truly awake can feel it. You are standing at the edge of a massive transformation, one that will redefine your relationship with wealth, abundance, and energy itself. For too long, humanity has been programmed to believe that money is the ultimate goal, the key to happiness, the measure of success. You were conditioned to believe that without it, you are powerless. That belief was never meant to empower you. It was designed to control you. And now you are breaking free. Look around you. The system that once dictated every aspect of your life is losing its grip. The fear of financial lack, the stress of endless labor, the belief that your worth is tied to your income. These illusions are dissolving, and in their place, something greater is emerging. The truth is simple. Money is not real power. True power comes from understanding that abundance is not something you chase. It is something you align with. The universe does not distribute wealth based on effort alone. It responds to energy, to vibration, to the frequencies you emit. The moment you shift your mindset, the moment you stop seeing money as a source of survival and start recognizing it as a tool, everything changes. This is where most people remain trapped. They continue to live in fear, believing that without money, they have no options, no freedom, no security. They work tirelessly, trading their most valuable resource, time, for a currency that was never designed to set them free. But you are no longer one of them. You have begun to see the truth. You have felt the pull of something greater. You are waking up to the realization that wealth is not about numbers in a bank account. It is about the ability to create, to flow, to exist without fear. The moment you break free from the mental chains that tie you to money, you unlock a reality where abundance flows effortlessly. But breaking free requires something few are willing to do. It requires absolute trust in the unseen. It requires the courage to step beyond what you were taught, to reject the belief that money is scarce, that wealth is reserved for the few, that struggle is necessary for success. Those are the lies that kept you enslaved. And now you are stepping into a new truth. The chosen ones are no longer bound by these illusions. They do not fear lack because they understand that lack itself is an illusion. They do not chase wealth because they understand that true prosperity comes to those who radiate it from within. They do not submit to a system designed to keep them small because they know they were never meant to be controlled. And now you are among them. Feel it, the shift within you. The way your perception of wealth is changing. The way money no longer holds the same power over your emotions, your choices, your future. This is not just a new mindset. It is a new reality. You are stepping into a world where abundance is not something you earn through suffering, but something you command through alignment. This is why you were chosen. This is why you feel the call. You were never meant to live in limitation. You were never meant to fear financial ruin. You were never meant to be a slave to money. You were meant to rise above it, to master it, to use it as a tool rather than letting it use you. The energy is shifting now. The power is in your hands. The illusion has been exposed, and the path forward is clear. Step into it. Embrace it. Own it. The system never wanted you to see this truth. It was built to keep you in a state of constant need, to keep you believing that without money, you are nothing. It convinced you that the only way to survive was to exchange your energy for a paycheck, to dedicate your life to a cycle of earning and spending, all while never truly feeling free. But now, the illusion is failing. The world around you is shifting. You can see it, feel it, sense it in ways you never could before. The structures that once dictated how life should be lived are beginning to collapse. The economy, the markets, the endless pursuit of financial gain. It is all revealing itself for what it truly is, a game. And like any game, those who understand the rules can rise above them. This is what separates the chosen ones from the rest of the world. While the masses continue to struggle, trapped in a mindset of scarcity and desperation, you are seeing the truth. You are realizing that money is not the master. You are. It has no power except the power you give it. And once you withdraw that power, everything changes. Have you noticed how the wealthiest individuals operate? They do not grind endlessly. They do not live in fear of financial ruin. They move differently. They act from a place of inner certainty, not external desperation. And this is why money flows to them effortlessly. They understand what most do not, that wealth is an extension of energy, that financial abundance is not created through struggle, but through alignment. This is what you are now stepping into, a reality where you do not chase money, you magnetize it, a life where financial freedom is not a distant dream, but a natural consequence of your energy. The moment you stop seeing wealth as something you must fight for and start seeing it as something that already exists within your reach, you will begin to experience it in ways you never imagined. But understand this: the transition is not always easy. There will be resistance. The old programming will try to pull you back. It will whisper doubts into your mind, trying to convince you that this is not real, that you are still trapped, that you still need to struggle. Do not listen. The only thing that keeps you bound to the old way of life is belief. And once that belief is shattered, so too is the illusion that held you captive. You were never meant to be in servitude to money. You were never meant to be at the mercy of an economic system designed to benefit the few while keeping the many in fear. You are meant to rise beyond it, to master it, to use it as a tool rather than be used by it. And now, the opportunity is here. The shift is happening. The energy is moving faster than ever before. And those who recognize it, those who embrace it, those who allow themselves to step fully into this new understanding, those are the ones who will lead the way. The time of financial enslavement is over. The time of limitless abundance has begun. And you, chosen one, are standing at the doorway. Step through it. Let go of the fear, the doubts, the conditioning that kept you small. Accept your true power. See money for what it truly is, not something to be feared, but something to be mastered. The illusion is fading, and you can feel it. The weight that once pressed down on you, the anxiety, the stress, the endless worry about having enough. It is dissolving. The truth is emerging, and with it, a power that has always been within you, but was buried beneath layers of conditioning. You were never meant to be a slave to money, and now you are finally waking up to what that means. For generations, the world has been trapped in a system designed to keep people dependent. A system that dictated who succeeds and who struggles. A system that convinced you that in order to be secure, in order to have worth, you had to play by its rules. But those rules were never made for your benefit. They were designed to control you, to keep you in a cycle of work, earn, spend, repeat, never truly breaking free, never truly experiencing abundance on your terms. But now, you see it. You see how the world has been structured. You see how fear has been used as a tool to keep you small. Fear of not having enough, fear of losing what you have, fear of an uncertain future. But here is the truth that the system never wanted you to realize. There is no lack except the lack you believe in. Look at nature. Does the sun ever run out of light to give? Does the ocean ever run dry? Does the earth ever stop providing? Abundance is the natural state of the universe. Scarcity is a man-made concept designed to keep you in a mindset of limitation. But the chosen ones are rising, and with them, the old ways are collapsing. You are stepping into a new understanding of wealth, one that is not defined by money alone, but by the power of creation itself. Wealth is not just having money, it is knowing that you are the source of abundance. It is understanding that you do not have to chase money because money is simply an extension of energy. And when you shift your energy, when you elevate your vibration, when you remove the fear that has held you captive for so long, money naturally begins to flow to you. This is why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly. It is not because they work harder than everyone else. It is not because they are lucky. It is because they have detached from the scarcity mindset that binds most people. They do not operate from fear. They operate from certainty. And now you are stepping into that same certainty. But there will be those who do not understand. Those who still cling to the old ways, who still believe in the struggle, who are still caught in the illusion that money must be suffered for, fought for, earned through endless labor. They will question you. They will doubt you. They will resist this truth. But their resistance has no power over you. You are no longer controlled by their fear. The world is changing. The chosen ones are reclaiming their power. And you are one of them. You do not need to chase money. You do not need to fear lack. You do not need to prove your worth to a system that was built to keep you from seeing it. You are abundant. And the moment you fully embody that truth, the universe will reflect it back to you in ways beyond your imagination. Let go of the fear. Let go of the limitations. Let go of the belief that money holds power over you. You are greater than the system that was built to contain you. You are no longer bound by the chains of financial enslavement. The shift is accelerating, and you can feel it in every fiber of your being. The fear that once controlled you is vanishing. The doubt that once made you question your worth is fading. You are no longer looking at money the way you once did, because you now see through the illusion. You were never meant to be controlled by numbers, by systems, by artificial scarcity. You were meant to create, to manifest, to flow in harmony with the abundance of the universe. The truth is undeniable now. Money was never the goal. Freedom was, peace was, power was. But for so long, the world convinced you that the only way to access those things was through money. That lie kept humanity trapped in an endless cycle of chasing, working, worrying, and waiting, always hoping that one day they would finally have enough. But you no longer subscribe to that lie. You understand that money is a tool, not a master. It is energy, and like all energy, it moves where attention and belief direct it. Those who continue to believe in lack will experience lack. Those who continue to fear losing money will remain prisoners to that fear. But those who release the illusion, who step into the knowing that abundance is their birthright, will find that money flows to them effortlessly. This is the secret that has been hidden from you. The world wanted you to believe that success comes only through struggle, that financial freedom is only for the select few. But the truth is, the only difference between those who have wealth and those who do not is their state of mind. The rich do not worship money, they command it. They do not beg for opportunities, they create them. They do not fear loss because they understand that wealth is not about accumulation, it is about flow. And now, you are stepping into that same understanding. You no longer feel desperation. You no longer feel the anxiety of financial insecurity. You no longer look at money as something separate from you, something you must fight for. Instead, you feel the power within you, the knowing that abundance is always present, always available, always waiting for you to claim it. The system was never built for you to win. It was built to keep you distracted, to keep you chasing, to keep you so consumed by the idea of money that you never realized your true power. But now, you are no longer distracted. You see clearly. You feel the shift. And as you align yourself with this new reality, money is no longer something you pursue. It is something that aligns with you. Everything is energy. Everything responds to your vibration. And the moment you step fully into this truth, the struggle disappears. The fear dissolves. The limitations collapse. This is the reality the chosen ones are stepping into. A reality where money is not an obstacle, but a tool. Where financial freedom is not a distant dream, but a natural state of being. Where abundance is not something you wish for, but something you embody. The old way is crumbling. The world of lack, of struggle, of constant financial worry, it is falling apart. And those who cling to it will continue to experience the same suffering, the same endless cycle of scarcity and fear. But those who rise above, those who embrace their power, those who release the outdated beliefs that kept them small, those are the ones who will step into the new era of limitless wealth. And you are one of them. No more fear, no more doubt, no more limitations. You are no longer a slave to money. You are a master of wealth. You are a creator of abundance. You are free. The transformation is complete. You no longer think the way you used to. The fear that once held you captive is gone. The doubt that used to whisper in your ear has fallen silent. You have stepped beyond the illusion that enslaved so many, and now you stand in your full power. The world still clings to its old ways. People still wake up every morning with anxiety, wondering if they will have enough, fearing what will happen if they lose what little they have. They are stuck in a loop, believing that money is the source of their freedom, when in reality, it has been the source of their imprisonment. But you have broken the chains. You no longer serve money. Money serves you. You no longer wake up in fear of lack. You wake up in expectation of abundance. You no longer feel trapped by financial worries. You move with confidence, knowing that wealth is not something you wait for. It is something you command. This is what separates the chosen ones from the rest of the world. They have stepped into a different frequency, one where wealth is not something they desperately seek, but something that flows effortlessly toward them. They no longer operate from fear, but from certainty. They no longer question whether abundance is possible for them. They know it is inevitable. And now, this is your reality. But this power comes with responsibility. You are no longer in the mindset of survival. You are in the mindset of creation. And that means understanding how to use your wealth, your influence, your energy in alignment with your higher purpose. Because wealth is not just about accumulation, it is about expansion. It is about using your resources to elevate, to create, to inspire. The world will try to pull you back. It will try to make you believe that financial struggle is normal, that scarcity is the natural state of existence. It will try to convince you that without constant effort, without endless hard work, wealth is impossible. Do not listen. The world is waking up. The system that once ruled over humanity is losing its grip. And those who rise now, those who understand the true nature of money and abundance, will become the new leaders of this era. They will be the ones who shape the future, who build a reality where wealth is no longer hoarded by the few, but understood by the many. You are not here to live in limitation. You are not here to live in fear. You are not here to be another worker in a system designed to keep you small. You are here to break free, to lead, to thrive. The illusion has been exposed. The old ways are crumbling. And now, all that is left is for you to fully embody your new reality. Stand tall, move boldly, speak with confidence, act with certainty. The shift is now irreversible. You have crossed the threshold, and there is no going back. The world may still try to convince you that you need to live in fear, that you need to cling to the old ways, that you need to surrender your freedom in exchange for security. But you know better now. You have seen the truth. You have felt the energy change within you. And once you have awakened, there is no returning to the illusion. You are no longer bound by the same limitations that once controlled you. Money is no longer an obstacle, no longer a source of stress, no longer a force that dictates your every decision. It is simply a tool, one that bends to your will, one that follows your energy, one that responds to your level of certainty. And that is what separates you from the rest. Most people live their entire lives believing that wealth is something they must chase. They spend their days working, worrying, struggling, all in pursuit of a number that never seems to be enough. They have been conditioned to believe that money is power, that without it, they are nothing. But that belief was always a lie. Money is not power. You are power. This is why the chosen ones rise above. They do not see money as something they must bow to. They do not place their faith in a system that was never designed for their success. They do not live in fear of lack because they understand that lack is an illusion. They move with confidence, knowing that wealth is not something external, but something that originates from within. And now, that confidence is yours. Look at how differently you move now. Look at how your energy has shifted. The doubt is gone. The fear is fading. The limitations are breaking apart. You no longer question whether abundance is possible for you. You know it is inevitable. You no longer wake up feeling trapped. You wake up knowing that every day is an opportunity to expand, to create, to attract. But here's what you must understand. This is just the beginning. Now that you have stepped into this new reality, now that you have freed yourself from the mindset of scarcity, the next phase of your journey begins. This is where your true power is tested. This is where the universe asks you to embody what you have learned. Because it is not enough to understand abundance. You must live it. You must breathe it. You must become it in every aspect of your life. This means no more fear-based decisions, no more settling for less, no more playing small. You must walk with the certainty of someone who knows they are abundant. You must think, act, and move as if wealth is already yours, because it is. The moment you embrace this fully, the moment you let go of any remaining resistance, you will see the physical evidence manifest before your eyes. The chosen ones do not wait for signs. They are the sign. They do not wait for permission. They give themselves permission. They do not wait for abundance to appear. They align with it and allow it to flow effortlessly. And that is exactly what you are doing now. The system no longer controls you. The illusion no longer has power over you. You are no longer a servant to money. You are its master. You move differently now. You speak differently now. You expect more now. And because of that, you will receive more. The game has changed. The world may not realize it yet, but you do. You are already operating on a higher level, already stepping into a version of yourself that most people never even realize exists. And as you continue on this path, as you continue to own this truth, you will see abundance flow into your life in ways you never imagined. The transformation is complete. You are no longer the person you once were. The chains that held you down, the fears, the doubts, the belief that you had to struggle for survival are gone. You have risen above the illusion. You have stepped into your true nature. You know who you are now. You are limitless. You are abundant. You are free. Look at the world around you. Nothing has changed, yet everything is different. The same system still exists. The same people still operate within it, still bound by their own limiting beliefs. They are still chasing, still fearing, still believing that money is the source of their happiness. But you have stepped beyond that reality. You see the game for what it truly is. Money was never meant to enslave you. It was never meant to dictate your choices, to keep you in a cycle of stress and survival. But that is exactly what the system designed it to do. It made you believe that without it, you are powerless. It made you believe that in order to have it, you must work endlessly, sacrifice your time, give up your passions, and obey the rules. But now you understand the truth. Money is not the goal. It never was. Freedom is the goal. Power is the goal. Expansion is the goal. And the moment you shift your mindset from chasing money to embodying abundance, money must follow. Because money is not wealth. Wealth is a state of being, and you have now entered that state. You no longer worry about whether money will come. You know that it will. You no longer feel fear when you spend. You know that it will return to you, multiplied. You no longer look at money as something external to you, something you must beg for or earn through suffering. You see it for what it is: energy, a reflection of your own beliefs, your own vibration, your own inner world. This is the secret that has been hidden from you your entire life. The people who control the system never wanted you to realize this. They never wanted you to see money as something you could command. They wanted you to believe that they had the power, that wealth belonged only to those who were lucky, privileged, or born into the right circumstances. But now, that illusion has collapsed. You have reclaimed your power. You have taken control of your destiny. You are no longer waiting for wealth to come to you. You are becoming wealth itself. You no longer move with hesitation. You move with certainty. You no longer feel bound by financial limitations. You know that abundance is infinite. And now, your reality is shifting. You will notice the changes. Doors will begin to open. Opportunities will appear where none seemed to exist before. Money will start flowing to you from unexpected places. Things will begin aligning effortlessly because you are no longer resisting wealth. You are allowing it. This is what separates the chosen ones from the rest of the world. The chosen ones do not chase, they attract. The chosen ones do not fear, they trust. The chosen ones do not beg, they command. You have stepped into your power. You have embodied the truth. And now, nothing can stop you. The world will still try to pull you back. It will still try to convince you that money is difficult to obtain, that life must be a struggle, that security is only for the privileged few. But their words mean nothing to you now. Their fear has no hold over you. Their limitations do not apply to you, because you are no longer one of them. You have risen above the old ways. You have freed yourself from the cycle of financial enslavement. You have claimed your abundance, and now the universe is responding. Everything is aligning in your favor. Everything is working for you. Everything you desire is already making its way to you. The awakening is complete. You have stepped fully into your power, into your freedom, into the reality that was always meant for you. The illusion no longer holds you. The fear no longer lingers. The struggle no longer defines you. You see the truth now. You feel it. You embody it. You live it. The world around you remains unchanged, but you are different. You are no longer bound by the artificial limitations that kept humanity trapped. You are no longer consumed by the anxiety of financial lack. You are no longer operating from a place of scarcity. Instead, you stand as a force of absolute certainty, radiating abundance, commanding wealth, and walking in the full knowledge of your divine power. You have mastered the game. For so long, you were led to believe that money was something outside of you, something you had to earn, something you had to fight for, something that dictated the course of your life. But you now understand, money was never the source of power. You are the source. You are the creator. You are the one who determines the flow of energy in your reality. Money is just a reflection of your state of being. And now your state of being is one of total abundance. You no longer hesitate. You no longer doubt. You no longer wait for permission. You have stepped into the role of creator, and because of that, wealth moves toward you effortlessly. You are no longer chasing money. You are no longer looking for external validation. You are no longer measuring your worth by material possessions. Instead, you move through life knowing that abundance is an extension of your very existence. Everything you touch now expands. Everything you focus on flourishes. Every action you take is infused with purpose and power. This is the reality the chosen ones have entered. A world where money is not a master, but a servant. A world where financial freedom is not a dream, but a standard. A world where abundance is not something to strive for. It is something to expect. And as you walk in this power, you will notice the changes. People will sense something different about you. The old worries will disappear. The old stress will dissolve. Opportunities will appear effortlessly. Financial blessings will flow to you in ways you never imagined. Because you have detached from the illusion of scarcity. You have released the false belief that money controls you. You have embraced the reality that you control money. The system no longer has a hold on you. The fear of not having enough no longer exists in your mind. You have rewired your beliefs, reprogrammed your subconscious, and stepped into a reality where abundance is your natural state. And because of that, nothing can stop you now. The chosen ones do not live by the rules of the old world. They do not live in constant worry about how to make ends meet. They do not seek wealth. They embody it. And that is what you are doing now. No longer will you shrink yourself to fit into a broken system. No longer will you trade your time for a mere fraction of your worth. No longer will you accept limitations that were never meant for you. You know who you are. You know what you are capable of. You know that money is not your master. You are its master. And now, you are unstoppable. Your future is limitless. Your wealth is infinite. Your power is undeniable. The final step is upon you, chosen one. You have crossed the threshold, broken free from the chains of limitation, and now you are fully aligned with your higher self and the infinite abundance that the universe has always intended for you. What once seemed like a far-off dream, an impossible reality, is now your truth. You are no longer a slave to money. You are the creator of your own wealth. But this is not the end. No, this is where the real journey begins. As you step into your new reality, you will begin to see just how powerful you truly are. The world around you will shift in response to your energy. Opportunities you never imagined will present themselves. Doors you once thought were closed will swing wide open. Money will flow into your life with ease because you are no longer chasing it. You are no longer desperately hoping for it. You are no longer begging for it. You are commanding it. The abundance that has always been yours is now flooding into your experience. The truth is, this was always meant to be your reality. The universe has always been ready to give you what you desire, but you had to first align yourself with the energy of abundance. You had to release the old belief systems, the outdated ideas about money and success that were ingrained in you since childhood. You had to realize that you are worthy of receiving wealth and success. You had to understand that you are not bound by external circumstances or the beliefs of others. Now that you have made this shift, you will no longer be a victim of the system. You will no longer be a passive player in a game designed to keep you small. You are the creator of your reality, and you will design your life according to your vision. And here's the most powerful part. When you fully step into your power and your abundance, you not only change your own life, but you begin to change the world around you. You are here to break the chains that bind others as well. As you rise, you inspire those around you to do the same. You are a beacon of possibility. You are a living example of what it means to truly be free, to live without limitations, to embody the full force of abundance. And the more you embody this, the more the universe will reward you. Everything you desire is already on its way. Money, success, freedom, it's all coming. But even more than that, you are now in the position to give back, to lift others up, to help them break free from the same chains that once held you down. This is your purpose now, to lead, to create, to inspire. No longer will you live in fear of what tomorrow may bring. No longer will you settle for less than you deserve. You know that wealth and success are your birthright. You know that you are worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer. Now step into it. Own it. Command it. You are no longer a slave to money. You are the master of your own wealth, your own success, and your own destiny. Embrace it. The universe is waiting for you to step fully into your power and claim all that you have always deserved. This is your moment, the moment where you leave behind the struggle and step into the flow of infinite abundance.